What is poppin', YouTube? Back again with another video. Today we're doing my top 3 players that are going to gain massive value in 2023 fantasy football. We do have a little bit of an upgraded equipment. So first video with the new camera. Tell me if it's a little bit more crispy. Got to dial in the camera a little bit, but we're providing this content for you. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Best free way to support the channel as we continue to grow. Trying to get to 500 subscribers by the beginning of the NFL season. So hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. Let's go. My first player that's going to gain a ton of value in 2023 fantasy football is going to be Chris Olave. Chris Olave, the Ohio State standout, goes to the New Orleans Saints in the top 15 picks of last year's NFL draft and absolutely demolishes with 13.2 fantasy points per game, put him as the wide receiver 25 on a fantasy points per game basis. Now, you're going to be saying to me, Caleb, I do know Chris Olave is a good player. I am drafting Chris Olave when he falls to me. But for me, I'm talking about Chris Olave climbing. If you're drafting this early, I could easily be seeing him become a second round pick instead of the third round where he's currently going. Currently, right now in underdog drafts, he's going off as the wide receiver 12. Some guys ahead of him, we got Jalen Waddle, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams. I think there could be a case that Chris Olave could surpass some of those guys this year. And we could see with Derek Carr being added into the offense, how good Chris Olave would be. If we look at player profiler, we can see 119 targets as a rookie with 1,000 receiving yards, 1,600 air yards though. So we have a ton of unrealized air yards that could be potentially shown this year. And that is something that makes me super excited about Chris Olave. I do know Michael Thomas is alongside him, but really after Michael Thomas, who never seems to play, there's not a ton of weapons. We have Alvin Kamara, we have Taysom Hill, but there's not a lot of receiving weapons that we're super excited about this season in the New Orleans Saints offense. So I'm super high on Chris Olave and could easily see him climbing up draft boards as we approach redraft season. My second player that's going to continue to climb up boards, and especially after we have that first preseason game where he comes out and just absolutely shows his athleticism, is going to be Chig Okonkwo. Chig, if you did not know, was a rookie tight end last season for the Tennessee Titans. 17 game, 46 targets for 32 receptions, 5.7 fantasy points per game. Put him as the tight end 31. So you're telling me, Caleb, that dude's going to be on my waiver. And I totally hear you. He should have been on your waiver wire last season, but he showed just enough flashes to give me the hints and resemblances of Jonnu Smith. And if we do not remember about Jonnu Smith, you could see the breakout coming. You could see how athletic he was. You could see Jonnu Smith had the repertoire with Ryan Tannehill and A.J. Brown on the outside. Now we look at the Tennessee Titans offense. There are the rumors that they might be in the DeAndre Hopkins sweepstakes. We still haven't seen that necessarily come to fruition. But if we're going to be saying this, with Chig, he right now is the second best receiving option in the Tennessee Titans offense. They got rid of Robert Wood this offseason, and Treylon Burks. As much as we want to see the breakout, we'd love to see the breakout from Treylon Burks. We just haven't seen it yet. So someone is going to have to catch passes in this Tennessee Titans offense, and I think that could be Chig. My third player that I could easily see going up in value is going to be Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, okay, you're going to say, Caleb, Jahmyr Gibbs was drafted super high to the Detroit Lions, and the Detroit Lions offense is stacked. Plus, they have David Montgomery. So how could you see Jahmyr Gibbs' value go up? There's two things. We either have something happens to David Montgomery, where all of a sudden we're looking at Jahmyr Gibbs as the bell cow in that offense. But like we said, we don't like to project injuries. Or, like I think is more likely, the hype starts to get a little bit out of control in camp, and all of a sudden Jahmyr Gibbs starts to climb the draft boards. Right now in underdog drafts, he's currently going off the board around player 40, running back 12. Who are some running backs ahead of him that I could kind of start to see people start to talk themselves into Jahmyr Gibbs over? We have Najee Harris. Now there's a lot of Najee Harris truthers, and there's a lot of Najee Harris haters. I could easily see Jahmyr Gibbs start to climb over Najee Harris. We got Breece Hall. If reports out of camp start to be that Breece Hall isn't recovering as well from his ACL injury, easily see Jahmyr Gibbs pass Breece Hall. You could easily see those top two, plus if any type of injury happens, which there always seems to be an injury in the offseason, you could easily start to see him climb up the boards. So if you're drafting Jahmyr Gibbs right now, I feel like he's easily a value to be had right now in drafts. I know we haven't necessarily seen it from him, but going into the season, we could easily see him start to really accelerate his ADP. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Best free way to support the channel. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.